Yes. Now the new chapter is very important one. Easy concepts are there. New chapter is your quadrilaterals. That is your chapter number 8, quadrilaterals. See, first of all, we want to know what do you mean by quadrilaterals. So we are starting with introduction. Okay. What do you mean by quadrilateral is that we know we have done in earlier smaller classes also, but I am taking back again. See, a closed figure having four sides, four angles and four vertices is called a quadrilateral. See, A, B, C, D. This is a closed figure. It has four sides A, B, B, C, C, D and D. Four angles, angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. Which are the four vertices? A, B, C and D. And one more thing I am including. Two diagonals are there, AC and BD. This is your quadrilateral. Yes, now point number 2. This is the property, that is your angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Because of four angles are there, then its sum should be 360 degree. I can write like this: angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D, that is 360 degree. Okay, now come on type of triangle quadrilaterals. Okay, first of all I am explaining this trapezium. Trapezium is one type of quadrilateral in which one pair of side is parallel. I can say one pair of opposite side is parallel, then that is your trapezium. So what can I write? AB is parallel to CD, like this. AB is parallel to CD. Okay, then second one is a parallelogram. Okay, in parallelogram, what is the important thing? Both pair of opposite sides are parallel. Okay, AB is parallel to CD and BC is parallel to AD. And one more important thing, opposite sides are equal also. AC equal to, AB equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. Both are equal also. So what is in parallelogram? Both pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal. See, AB equal to CD, AD is equal to BC, AD is parallel to CD and BC is parallel to AD also. Then third point is your rectangle. In a rectangle, see, in a parallelogram, if one angle is a right angle only, if one is a right angle, then this is called your rectangle, because in rectangle opposite sides are equal and parallel also. Okay, and one angle is 90 degree. It means what is the meaning? If this is 90, then this should be 90. Okay, and then it is 90, then by a co-interior angle this should be 90. So I can say angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D. This should be 360. It is fixed. Then individually angle A is equal to angle B plus is equal to angle C is equal to angle D. Like this, individually they will be 90 degree only. Now, the next one is rhombus. Rhombus is also one type of parallelogram. Okay, in this parallelogram, all sides are equal. ABCD is a parallelogram in which all sides are equal. See, AB and CD both are parallel and equal also, and AD and BC both are parallel and equal also. But in this one, all sides are equal. AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA. And one more thing, diagonals are not equal, because in parallelogram diagonals are not equal. AC is perpendicular to BD. This is very important one in rhombus. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Okay, AC is perpendicular to BD. But in this one, diagonals does not bisect each other. Okay, AC is not equal to BD also. Okay, now come on, the next one is square. Okay, in a parallelogram, if all sides are equal and one angle is right angle, in a parallelogram, if all sides are equal and one angle is right angle, then we can say that is a square. Okay, in a square all sides are equal. If one angle is 90 degree, then in parallelogram we all know that is angle A will be equal to angle C. But by co-integral angle I can get angle B is 90. If angle B is 90, then angle B should be 90. So we can say all four angles are equal. And that is equal to 90 degree also. All angles are equal 90 degree. Okay. If all angles are 90 degree, and diagonals are also equal, diagonals are perpendicular to each other, is very important property for your square. All these angles should be, diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Diagonals bisects each other also. Diagonals bisects each other. This is the. Now the next important notations are, important results are there. A square, rectangle, rhombus, all are parallelograms that we have seen earlier also. B part, a square is a rectangle that we know, but rectangle cannot be a square. Okay, keep in mind. A square is a rhombus, but rhombus cannot be a square. A parallelogram is a trapezium. Okay, but trapezium cannot be parallelogram. Now the next very important theorem of this quadrilateral is a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Okay, diagonal of parallelogram. I am taking one diagonal AC. At parallelogram I am taking A, B, C and D, in which what I know, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, so what you have to show, this diagonal divide the parallelogram into two congruent triangles. Okay, one triangle is your ABC and second will be CDA. I have to prove these two triangles congruent simply. Okay, now I am taking these two one by one. See here what we know. AB is equal to CD because opposite sides of parallelogram, opposite sides of parallelogram, and it is given to you. It is given to you. Okay, this is your side. One more side I am taking BC. This side I am taking BC. Here is DA. BC is equal to DA. This is again in given. And third one is your diagonal. Here is AC. This side AC. Here is CA. We can say common side. Okay. Then what we can do? Then triangle ABC should be congruent to triangle CDA by SSS rule. Okay, this only we have to prove, hence prove.